Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for One Piece chapters 1107 and 1108. My live reaction bingo, actually. So yeah, I missed last week's chapter because I was kind of thrown back by having some computer issues, so I was like, I'm just going to do two chapters in one video, and look, even this week I'm running a day behind. But for those of you who don't know, these videos go out for patrons and channel members whenever the scanlations come out, and then I make them public for everyone. I open up the Borders of Wano whenever the official translation comes out. That way it gives me something that I can give to patrons and members other than just the shout out, other than just the knowledge that they're helping me to continue to make videos. It gives me something to give them, and I really didn't want to do things publicly before the official translation because I don't want to spoil anybody that waits for the official translation. But I guess that's about it before getting into this. The way that I'm going to do the bingo is slightly different. I wanted to make the things on the bingo board easier, like almost guarantees. Some of them are a little bit tricky, but most of them should be easy. And then the goal is to read both chapters and try to fill out the entire board. Try to get a complete blackout bingo, just get all of the spaces filled. So I tried to make that possible. And because I did it this way, what I was originally going to do was to have like a bunch of options, and then we could each generate our own card like usual, but I really struggled to think of that many options. So I only thought of enough to fill one card, which means that even if I gave you a link to generate it, we would all just, if one of us gets blackout bingo, we all get blackout bingo. So I'm just doing this, and this is going to be a team effort. This is our card. We're going to work together, and we have to try to fill this whole thing out as we read through these two chapters. So I'm probably not really going to post a link to it unless you all want me to. If you want me to post a link, just tell me. I don't know if, again, no matter what you generate, if one of us wins, we all win. But if you like to keep it around, if it's something you like to share, if it's something you like to just keep, then, you know, I can give you a link. Just ask me if you want one. But either way, I guess that's it. So let's check out what's on the bingo board and then get into reading. So this week we have on the bingo board a named attack, which hopefully shouldn't be that tough. Female character should be easy. Frontispiece should be easy, I hope. Worst generation should be easy. Former Shichibukai, I figure you got Jinbei as an option, you've got Kuma as an option, food, flames, pacifista might be a tough one, ships, Vegapunk, and this counts any of the Vegapunks, a marine, a weapon, a free space which we can click, a Gorosei, hopefully, flashback, that one might be tricky, I mean there are usually flashbacks, Zoan transformation, Luffy, Yonko, any Straw Hat member, any island other than Naked, that one could be tough. Admiral, I'm hoping we see Kizaru. Devil Fruit Awakening, if we see Gear 5th, I guess, like, that could count. Or maybe if we get to see Kaku or Lucci again. Blood, Sweat, or Tears. I actually might keep this space around. I like having the Blood, Sweat, or Tears space. That's a good space. 2-page spread, and pirate. Just any pirate. So this one, immediately I feel like in the first few pages we're going to start filling out a lot. But either way, let's get to the first page of chapter 1107. I've been looking for you. Cover request. I thought we were finally going to get into a new cover story. I thought we were going to get a law cover story, but no. Cover request by Arinko. Beppu feels awkward after seeing Law napping with a snow leopard. Alright, well, this actually fills in such a crazy, unexpected amount just having Law and Beppo. Just having Law and Beppo gives us... Oh, and he has food, doesn't he? He has tea. I'm not gonna count it. But that means we've got... I'm not gonna count any island other than Egghead. That seems like cheating. We've got Pirate. We've got Frontispiece. We've got Worst Generation and Former Shichibukai. I did not expect Law to come in like this. Anything else? I'm just glancing through. Okay. Weapon, because it's his sword is there. This is kind of really sort of easy, but okay. And then we don't have Blood, Sweat, or Tears, but we do have Snot Bubbles. Okay, I'll keep it at that. Also Beppo with a baseball bat, that would be another weapon. Okay. And then we start off with a 2-page spread. Alright, let's take this in. We have the Vikings. Oimo, Kashi, Giants cause big problems. Wow, this is really small text. That's co-captain of the Giant Warrior Pirates, Brogy the Red Ogre, and same thing for Dory the Blue Ogre. Take the others and swing around the sides. Sink any ship you see, and watch out for those cannons. Roger that, Captain. Ooh-ba-ba-ba. And we see the Giant Warriors Pirates, Oimo and Kashi. Alright, you bastards. Let's go. And we have them marching in. Giant Warrior Pirates. Alright, this is cool, actually. We're seeing the full crew just marching in. Countless members of their old crew have also been spotted. What do they want? The fabled Giant Warrior Pirates are here. Where have they been all these years? We've confirmed sightings of both Brogy the Red Ogre and Dory the Blue Ogre. And we see ships over to the far left of the two-page spread here. So, we get ships. I guess technically we'll get Marines, but I'll count them when we get a more concrete panel, because I'm sure we will. Let's see. I need to check for flames or food, but sorry, just glancing through. And then two-page spread, of course. Okay, I think I will leave it at that for right this moment. Alright, trying to see if any of them were holding food. It doesn't look like it. Okay, and then the giant pirates have made landfall. Blast them to smithereens, and we see the giants coming onto land. And then Usopp, Nami, and Chopper are looking on. My masters! Usopp's crying. Oh my god, we got it. Hold up. Leave it to Usopp to give us the tears. And then I guess, I don't know. We haven't really seen Marines yet, I don't think. But what are they doing here? Master Brogy, Master Dory. I can see Oimo and Kashi too. I bet they went to Little Garden to pick up their leaders. Oimo, Kashi. And then we do have one of the Vegapunks. We have Edison, I think. Yeah, that one's Edison. Pythagoras is the one that got crushed, right? So we have Edison. So we have one of the Vegapunks here. We have a female character because of Nami. Okay. I think that's it for right this second. Oh yeah, and duh, any Straw member. I'm being really dumb. Being really dumb here. That's gotta be it. Man, I was worried. I thought we might not see him in Elbaf. A refresher on the Giant Warrior Pirates. Long ago, the world was terrorized by this formidable group led by co-captains Dory and Brogy. Their crew would disband after they got into a certain quarrel. Luffy and the gang helped them out when their century-long duel was interrupted. Later on, while storming a different island, they would encounter and befriend Oimo and Kashi, a pair of giants who set out to check on their captains. Looks like they're really giving it to those Marines. Can't believe y'all know each other. They must have come a-running after hearing the news. Huh? How's that possible? The Navy marshaled a ton of manpower for this operation. It's no wonder it'd make the papers. But I reckon the headlines must be painting them in a good light. So this is big news already, huh? I guess that makes sense. And again, I don't know if I should count the fruit on the trees as food or not yet. They didn't come here to wage war. They came here to help us get out of here. We gotta hurry and finish our prep. And we have ringing. Gotcha. Nami-san, it's Brooke. Brooke, where are you? Close. Very close, but we won't be able to stop for tea. We need to stop. If we fly off the edge, we'll be fried by the barrier. Hello, this is Lilith. This numbskull really is brainless. We can't afford to dilly-dally, so pay attention. Sounds like they're getting fired up. We need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice, and we have Jinbei. This isn't the time to be picking fights, Zoro. Okay, and we're... Finally, is this us finally seeing Zoro and Lucci? And then, you're pretty tough, but I'm in a hurry. It's time to wrap this up. Only the winner gets to talk like that, Roronoa. Your crew's waiting for you, right? You're just a burden at this point. These fools will never make it if they can't cut off the arm to save the body. Giving up now would be doing them a favor. Waiting for a corpse is pointless after all. It almost sounds like you think you're the one in control of this fight, Rob Lucci, and we see the little panel thingies to the side. We're cutting away already. But from this, we did see a Zoan transformation and a Devil Fruit awakening. Okay, I think that's all I'll count for right this second. Let's continue on. And then damage report. Okay, we are seeing Kizaru's... Oh! Kizaru's lasers, but not from Kizaru, from the Pacifista. Roughly 30 of our small to medium-sized ships have been sunk with no signs of stopping. Pull back all smaller vessels and lead with the battleships. We can't afford to leave an opening. Yes, sir. Vice Admiral Red King, this is a pitiful sight. Okay, so we get a name, Vice Admiral Red King. I don't know if we already knew that, but that means we get Pacifista, we get Marines. Yeah, is that really it? Yeah, we don't have Admiral yet, so we need Luffy and Kizaru to show up. Do we have any flames? I mean, we have a lot of smoke, but no flames. I'm not counting the flames around Lucci. Those motherfuckers are not real. To think we have Marines to think we Marines have to fire our own weapons. Fire on our own weapons. Man, the struggle for literacy. They're hitting one of the Pacifista with the cannons. And it falls backward, bloodied. Hey, Bonnie. Okay, now we have Luffy and Saturn and the others again. And Vegapunk is just down heavy. Alright, so we have that here, and before I go into the 2-page spread, because I see one coming up, that means we have Luffy, who is a Yonko, and a Gorosei, so we need food, flames, a flashback, a named attack, any island other than Egghead, and an admiral. Man, I'm starting to fear we may not actually get it because of the flashback, or the, I thought there'd be more flames. Maybe that was a bad choice on my part. I thought the island would be burning more, but I fear we won't get it because of flashback or other island memes. What's with the waterworks? Why wouldn't I be crying, you idiot? I've been looking for you for so long. Huh? I've been here the whole time. Sure, but I didn't know you were a Nika. Nika, what's that? Oh, yeah, what's the deal with that flimsy punch you tried to throw earlier? I was going for a big rubbery attack like you, but if it's so flimsy, why don't you show me how it's done? Give that old windbag a good one for Vegapunk. Then we can get out of here. What the heck, Vegapunk? Luffy's eyes popping out. He just now notices Vegapunk. None of you filthy cockroaches have a right to live right now. You're wrong. All right, Bonnie. Sounds like a plan. Booming Dawn Gatling. And he starts doing a Gear 5th Gatling on Saturn, knocking him backwards. We see Kuma with his face shaded over. And, like, this look on Vegapunk's face almost, like, pained, but almost seems happy as well. And then the tearful Bonnie. And he sends him crashing into the buildings behind them. You're gonna have to use those legs if you want to get out of here, Bonnie. The hover function should still work while we're on the island. Okay, let's go, Vegapunk. Go on without me, Bonnie. I've been a doctor for long enough to know that if I move now, I'll die. What? You'll be dead either way. You'll be dead either way. This is it. And Kizaru shows up, fires a laser, but Sanji gets in the way. What the... How? That was a freaking laser, and Frankie is surprised. Light doesn't hold a candle to love. If that's true, they'll have to scrap the physics books and start from scratch. Okay, Sanji doing something, but we do have an admiral now. We have a named attack from Luffy's Booming Dawn Gatling. So flames, food, flashback, and any other island than Egghead. Sanji, though, Sanji could give us flames. Sanji could save us here. Because those actually are flames. Let's go to the northeast port. Well, I'm in a real pickle now. They'll expect me to at least bring back your heads after all this. We have Luffy laughing. You'd better start drafting an apology letter for them then. And then the crumbling ruins with Saturn. Somebody steps up with a high heel. Well, well. It's not every day you see one of the 5 elders down in the dirt. I just kind of got chills for a second. This is an actual surprise. I really didn't expect this one. My, look at you. Just what kind of delicious power do you have? Moo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So, and that's Van Augur. Van Augur was just at the island with Blackbeard, so if they're here, Blackbeard himself could actually show up. Unless it's a copy somehow, or something that I'm forgetting. But we do have Van Augur and Katarina. To think an elder would come down to the surface. This just feels so, like, random how quickly they showed up. Come down to the surface and bless us with his presence. It's unheard of. But it sure made our job a hell of a lot easier. And she touches him. So I wonder if that means she can copy him now, including his power, potentially. And then Blackbeard, I thought we might get bounties, but no. Blackbeard Pirate's 3rd ship captain, Van Augur, Warp Fruit. What business do you have here? And Blackbeard Pirate's 6th ship captain, Katarina Devon, Dog Fruit, Model 9-tailed Fox. Katarina Devon, I'm surprised a level 6 escapee like you would choose the life of a subordinate. Huh, teach a special. As is his lineage. Okay, as is his lineage. I was saying ever since we got the Kuma stuff that he is probably a buccaneer. That probably explains some of the stuff from his past and maybe how he can hold multiple devil fruits. Ah, so you know about that. Your crew's always up to something. What do you hope to get out of these stunts? And he's just talking to them. The world. Okay. And he warps them out of the way before Saturn can attack. Alright, just leaving him there. So yeah, they had her touch him and then they just left. So ideally, oh, this is nuts. If touching is what's required for her to use her ability, she could then just, they could have Saturn die here, and she could go and just infiltrate anywhere pretending to be an actual Gorosei, or they could fake any broadcast to the world or anything by having her fake be a Gorosei. Like, this is absolute insanity if they just do that and then leave. Let's be off then. We're still on the island. Couldn't you have warped us any further? I haven't mastered it yet. Wait, and now, if I still had Where's Caribou, we finally get it. Wait, hold on a second, please. Supersonic Van Augur, Maiden Hunter, Katarina Devon. I never thought we'd meet in a place like this. I'm a pirate like you. My name's Caribou. I've been looking for you guys for like ever. Sorry, I meant to mean forever. I set sail because I wanted to be a great man just like him. He's my idol, my hero. I've always dreamed of being a lackey on Commodore Teach's crew. It's all I've ever wished for. Please, take me to meet him. Front cover and color spread next issue. Okay. This Blackbeard stuff is interesting. We finally, at the time we do a special thing and I don't have Where's Caribou up here, we finally see the Blackbeard Pirates and Caribou. Insane. That was a really good chapter. No flames, food, or flashback yet, I think. Food is questionable, because it's like, can you technically eat some of the stuff we saw? Yeah, technically. But, God, and this is crazy, because Luffy didn't really knock him that far, it seemed, so they're, like, close to all the stuff that's going on. This is nuts. Either way, I'm so glad I don't have to wait and I can just read the next chapter. Continuing on with 1108, we do have that color cover they just mentioned with Gear 5th Luffy. Being an anime only like 5 to 10 years ago was basically impossible, but being one now, like, just so much Gear 5th stuff before it actually ever came out in the anime, plus like the actual episode titles always spoiling what's in the next episode, which again is something they've been doing for like 10 plus years, or like, yeah, the titles just explaining everything that happens in an episode. Like, it must just be so impossible to be an anime only. So we start here. Let me just double check and make sure everything's recording fine for you. Yeah, looks good. And then we have our color spread. Cute, interesting choices. Using Reiju. Okay, Hancock's like not that interesting of a choice, I guess. Hancock's pretty like... So we have the Straw Hats and then Hancock, Toshigi, Uta, I was trying to remember her name, and Reiju. Interesting lineup that Oda went with for this. Alright. Yeah, weird, interesting lineup. And then, yeah, during the barrage. Alright, I was trying to say, is any of this explicitly Flames? What? Wait, please. What's his story? He's wet-haired Caribou. That's right, please hold on. You may be a pirate, but this is a government island. And there are people here after the Commodore's life. You've got it all wrong, please trust me. If you guys kill me here, Commodore Teach will have your heads. Okay. No, okay, never mind. It was Van Auger saying you may be a pirate, but this is a government island. I thought that was a part of Caribou begging for his life, but it's actually Van Auger being suspicious of him because he's on a government island. Um, oh? And why is that? Because I have extremely valuable information, the kind that's hard to come by. Information on ancient weapons which bear the name of the gods. First is the curious power of Fishman Island's Princess Shirahoshi known as Poseidon. Then there's Pluton sleeping underground in Wano. The only people in the world who know the whereabouts of both are the Straw Hat crew and myself. Kehihihi. I thought he was also going to think about telling them about Zoe being, like, if he somehow learned it being around the Straw Hats or whatever, talk about Zoe potentially being where the last poneglyph is, because he has to know that they have, like, the 3 by now or whatever, because of the end of Wano. And you would think that that's got to be one of the harder poneglyphs to get, the one on Zoe. If you bring me to the Commodore, I'll surrender that information free of charge. I'm sure he'll be pleased. Just take me with you. I know I can be of use. Pull back from the shore. We have to stop firing on the Pacifista. And we cut to the Marines? Okay. Damn those bubble shields. I never thought we'd learn about the power of the special science group like this. And they're still firing back on the ships. This is so frustrating. I can't cut loose. We'd just be hurting ourselves by taking out those units. Vice Admiral Bluegrass. It'd be unpredictable, but is there any chance of calling off the Buster Call for now? Vice Admiral Hound. Vegapunk himself gave that pirate the authority to command the Pacifista, right? There's no way we can stop. And then Vice Admiral Guillotine. After this, there's no doubt he's rebel scum. We should focus on getting the Pacifista back on our side. That means taking Jewelry Bonnie's head. All available Vice Admirals should leave their stations and hunt her down immediately. Vice Admiral Doberman. Her current escape route from the center of the Fabria stratum will lead her to the northeast coast. We must eliminate her. Roger that. Tosa here. I'm already hot on their heels. I'll get 'em. These fingers will drag her to hell. My 10-barrel finger gun can even rip open armor. Tosa, crunch. And he's using the Rokshiki. What? Vice Admiral? Tosa. Crap, it's a Marine. Huh? And then it looks like he gets... probably... I was going to say it looks like he's getting bonked down into the ground. It's the, I don't know if this is a full-on axe. He might be getting straight up killed. But at the very least, he's getting bonked down by one of the giants. Yeah. Huh? There are giants on this island? Are they enemies too? We're in a rush, you know. Gah-ba-ba-ba-ba. Who are you guys? We checked the bounty posters to make sure we'd recognize the new members, but none of you look familiar. Are you researchers? We've come to get the Straw Hats. Oh yeah, because Frankie is the ship on his poster now. What for? Luffy's my captain. Do you have a grudge against him? No, nothing like that. We've only got gratitude for him. We're warriors from Elbaf. If you're friends of his, we'll do our best to keep you safe. Luffy, Sanji, and Vegapunk are still back there. Can you help them too? Those names sure take me back. You betcha, little miss. Vegapunk. He's the one that scholar mentioned, right? Carry them to the ship. Aye, aye, captains. We'll go on ahead. The fire's starting to get out of control. We finally see some flames in the background here. Finally. Giant allies, huh? Are they the masters Usopp's always going on about? Okay, hold up one second. We got some flames. We still don't have an island other than Egghead, or a flashback or food. So we may still fall short here. The line's gone dead. Vice Admiral Urban. Did they counter his attack, or was it the giants? I'm heading to the island. Vice Admiral Pomsky. Hop on, doll. We'll attack them from the sea. The ship on the northeast shore is definitely from Elbaf. Our fortune keeps flip-flopping. Giants are no joke. Have you ever fought one? And she's taking over one of the mechanized sea beasts. My commanding officer, a little over 20 years ago, was a giant. Past tense. You must be talking about Saul. He was a tough cookie. Where are the others? In the lab above the clouds. On a sky island? Not exactly. They're just above us. You can't move. How are we meant to save you then? Ouch, if you try to move me, I'll die from internal hemorrhaging. But... okay, those are just his legs. But we promised to get you off this island, didn't we? I did ask you for that, but I've made my bed, and there are things here I must protect. I was hoping Bonnie's command override would have remained a secret till she was a little older. She'll be a target for the rest of her life. Please look after her. So if the revolutionaries don't show up, Bonnie could end up going with the Dryads. Like, that seemed surprising at first, but now, honestly, it's looking kind of likely in the sense of where else is she going to go? Just stay at Elbaf, maybe? But there's a really interesting panel of Saturn staring at them. Looks like he's given up on any pretense of looking human. There's a strange look in his eye. Seems he's completely coated in venom, too. Him touching the tree just dissolves it. Luffy, dodge. And his legs are going all crazy. Luffy, dodge. He's laughing. Sanji, you get Gramps out of here. Don't stop, even if he's moaning about the pain. No problem. Ouch, ouch, stop it. I said it's fine. Leave me, Sanji. Simmer down. We'll figure it out. And he gets kicked by Kizaru. And then Vegapunk gets shot. Please, just... no will of P, will of Punk. Just let Vegapunk's main body die. We have backup Vegapunks. And then, no, Vegapunk. Apple Gramps. Sanji, get going. You've got to get back to the entrance. Crap, I'm sorry, Vegapunk. And then, and you two. And Luffy grabs onto both Kizaru and Saturn. You know there's no way. I'm letting you escape, right? Vegapunk, damn it, don't die on me. Hey, what are you smiling about? Stay with me. Alright. And we have somebody back in the lab. Mic check, testing. 1, 2, 3. Attention world, hello. Oh! Is this going to be Katarina that makes a broadcast to the world? Attention world, hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. I'm sure this message will come as a shock for you all, but please bear with me. What I'm about to tell you is the truth about our world. An announcement from Vegapunk, or is he just sending this out as a failsafe? It might just be a failsafe. But I still am worried about Katarina just having the ability to change into people, especially now that she's got a Gorosei. But yeah, interesting set of chapters. So that's where we end. And honestly, we can't get it even if we stretch it. Even if we stretch to say that the food, or like the fruit on the trees is edible and that it's food, even if we stretch to say that, well, technically in the frontispiece request, they were on an island and that was an egghead, even then we don't get a flashback, really. So we are kind of not getting a bingo any way you slice it. But either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go get to work on getting this video up for all of you. So yeah, I enjoyed these two. Thank you so much. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters and my first thoughts on them. Again, we can talk more down there in the comments. We can talk more on Twitter if you want. We can talk more on Discord if you want. Once again, just like with the bingo card this week, if you want a link, just ask me. I can give you a link. And if you want these videos early, if you want the knowledge that you're helping me to continue to make videos, and if you want to get a shout out at the end of every video, you can become a patron or a channel member, or if you just want to support, you can drop a super thanks down below. That'd be appreciated too. But you could hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. So yeah, huge thank you to people who are already patrons and channel members. Thank you so much to Evan Hawley, Chosen Regular. Thank you so much to the Magical Girls, FR Nono, Smeller Dog, and Abyss Knight. Thank you so much to Jared and Student David Langstaff. Thank you so much to Slayer Candidates, SG, and Stan Eater. And thank you so much to Pure Element Pati Ardialo. Seriously, it means so much to have all of your support, and also just to have all of you watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.